Okay, so once pressed, it should look like this. And what we're going to do is I've turned the inside of this over as well, just so that it's easier to trim. Do the tarpai if I can find my needle. So get the needle and single thread. We're going to do that hand stitching this down. So you're taking a small amount of the trouser fabric and then pushing the needle underneath the lining side, and this is like a invisible hem stitching. So the underside of this, so you're taking a very small fraction of the fabric and normally I advise this doing this by trapping this side underneath the foot of the machine. Use it as a vise, and so if you've not watched one of my videos previously on that, that's generally the best way to do it, because if you get this gripped inside something, then these stitchings are fairly easy to do, because otherwise you have to keep your needle and you have to keep lifting it up. So tying it underneath the machine is a lot easier way than doing it like this. It's a little bit time consuming doing it like this. Normally you grip hold of it between your legs or something, and if you're sitting down you grip it between your legs and you sort of have a fair hard grasp on it. Or the other way of doing it is using your finger underneath. I don't know how well you can see this actually. Now the more practice you have at this, the better you will be at it. And I was actually recently I was in Pakistan and I had some clothes sewn by the tailors, and they tend to do this on most clothes, and I'll tell you, I haven't got the patience anymore. There was once upon a time I would sit there and I would do all this tarpai, but now I just tend to do it on the machine. And they even did it on my scarves, but then they charged an arm and a leg as well. And generally it's normally the new machinists, the newbies, to get training, they make them do this kind of job day in day out. So the more experience you have, the faster you will become at doing this. Now, depending on what state you're sitting in as well, doing it like this is pretty hard. It's not as easy as okay, I'm going to pick up pace now, because we're working on. Don't want to take too big threads as well, because if you take too long length steps, sometimes when you're putting these on, you can get your toe trapped in one, and the seaming comes out. Okay. Once that's done, I want to turn it over and mark out where your buttons are going. Preferably with a pencil or something. Double your thread up. Okay, so 2 done, 4 to go. It's a pretty boring process, this is, but I just wanted to demonstrate that it's not as easy as it looks as well. It is time consuming, and you know, be prepared to spend a little bit extra time on the job, because it will take you a little while to get all the buttons and stuff on. And sometimes it's actually the patience that we haven't got. We want things done, we want them done beautifully, but we want to just skip the corners and just get it done instantly. And there is no magic solution, I'm afraid. You're going to have to spend the time if you want the results. Now what I'm doing with these is I'm not actually snipping the thread, tacking it down and then going over to the next marking. And attaching the button directly so. And voila, that's it. That's both the trouser sides done. Now we're just going to go and take this and do the outer side seams and oh no, the inner leg seam, sorry. I'm speaking. Okay, and once that's done, run the crutch line seam and elasticate, and hopefully that's the trouser done.